All right. Thanks, y'all, for coming. So sweet. Appreciate you getting out. So today tonight's kind of a record release party. My record, Bayou St. just came out on September 15th. And so what I'm going to do today, which is a little unusual, and I have not done this yet, I'm just going to play the record straight through. Some of you have listened to it. It's pretty short. It's 27 minutes long, 8 songs, short and sweet. I made this record with my friends in New Orleans, all New Orleans artists. I co-produced it with Roland Guerin. He was mentored by Alan Toussaint, and he's a close friend of mine. We made it together. He mixed it and mastered it. And it also features Joy Clark on the vocals. So you may have heard of Joy Clark. She just played the Kennedy Center, and she's a friend, and she sings on it. And Doug Belode, who's played with everybody, plays the drums. So it's really just a trio with a couple folks helping sing. And so it's a folk record. My last record was a big alt-country thing, and this is just a simple little one. And it's little stories about my life in New Orleans. My baby lives on Moss Street in a house built on hard clay. The Mississippi River is about a mile away. She works most weekdays, the weekends watches shows, while doing all the laundry, folding all the clothes. I live there with her, yeah, it's just her and me. The ocean is the other way, it's about a mile or 3. I do both the bathrooms, I Swiffer up the floors, I take her list off of the fridge to the grocery store. The places in between, the places in between, well, it could be all we ever know. The places in between. There's a bayou right out front. The water, it moves slow. It goes from the ocean to the river or so. There's a lot of folks here dreaming of the worlds they will explore. But minds of stormy weather have us holding to the shore. And I don't always know who I should be. I'm hanging around this piece of sand lest I drift out to sea. But my baby, she's not like that. No, wherever she is sent, she takes herself with her. She always feels content. Could be all we ever know. The places in between. And now the river's always flowing and the sea is still, but both they would be empty without the other to fill. And when my baby, she works early, I kiss her goodnight and I play guitar out on the porch in the candlelight. In between, the places in between, well, it could be all we ever know. The places in between. Thank you. Thank you. A friend of mine and said, man, dude, that's the weirdest love song I ever heard in my life. I didn't know it was one. New Orleans again, New Orleans again. Wash me clean in your healing rain. Whenever I'm free to be traveling, my friend, I go to New Orleans again. I have a home, I got a job, I don't mind. They let me go from time to time. Now I could go far away to some place I've never been, but I go to New Orleans again. New Orleans again, New Orleans again. Wash me clean in your healing rain. Whenever I'm free to be traveling, my friend, I go to New Orleans again. Now there's a breeze that comes down the bayou. We're passing by mysteries on a stroll. And down here, folks live free. Just let that big old lazy river roll somewhere down the road. When I retire, maybe I'll sing in a gospel choir and sit on the porch with good friends, where it's all understood that I'm down in New Orleans for good. New Orleans again, oh, New Orleans again. Wash me clean in your healing rain. Whenever I'm free to be traveling, my friend, I go to New Orleans again. Whenever I'm free to be traveling again, I'll go to New Orleans, my friend. Thank you. Ooh, I got all choked up. Sometimes I get a little choked up singing that song. On the record, a woman, Lynn Drury, who's just one of these gems of New Orleans and made a living for 20 years playing the guitar and known everywhere in town, maybe not as much outside of town. And she came in and did an absolutely brilliant harmony part on that. And when she left the studio, we were all sobbing. Sometimes that one gets to me. This little ditty, on the other hand, is not that. This is about all my nut friends. I got to New Orleans, you know, there's a real jamming culture there. Just get up and play with folks all the time. So you need a good two-chord song. I always want to write a good two-chord song. This is my two-chorder that you can just jump up with anyone and play. And so I had to mess it all up by having an impossibly complicated rhyme scheme. See if you can figure it out. Oh, I was walking down to Maine, coming back from the river. I thought I saw Caleb Brown, but it wasn't him. No, it was just some other clown with nothing to deliver. Had on a shirt said Key Biscayne, straw hat with a tattered brim. Oh, yeah, I sleep all day. Oh, we while away. Oh, we ODA. I can't be bothered with no jokers, but I wish them all the best. Just let them do just what they wanna, because it's all a game we play. I don't abide no acts of drama, because people know I'm truly blessed. Somebody's gotta be the chauffeur on Inauguration Day. ODA, I sleep all day. Oh, we while away. Oh, we ODA. Outside the port of call, was talking shit with the locals, and I had a chat with Sparky, and then we had to go, 'cause I heard all that malarkey from Bobby Kane and all them yokels. Since we got the Reverend Thaw, you'll hear us on the radio. ODA, I sleep all day. Oh, we while away. Oh, we ODA. ODA, drink all day. Oh, we while away. ODA. Port of call, right? If you know, you know. Yeah, everyone in that song and all the places is all real. All right. Oh, the beads of rain rolled down the window pane, and they gather in a pool on the sill. And I'm thinking how you're far off in some cold, lonely place. And I'm wondering, are you thinking of me still? 'Cause we ain't nothing but a 1-minute song. Once we loved, but in a moment it was gone. But I'll tell it to you now, but you've known it all along. We weren't nothing but a 1-minute song. Well, I could see ya through the curtains in the window. I was outside by the willow under the big blue moon. I was wondering what it was you were doing. I was thinking through all the things we could do under the big blue moon. Daytime, the stars shine behind the bright blue sky. Nighttime, the sun shines, lights that big blue moon. And I love ya, I really, really, really love ya. I'm thinking of all the things we could do, me and you, under the big blue moon. Daytime, the stars shine behind the bright blue sky. Nighttime, the sun shines, lights that big blue moon. And I love ya, I really, really, really love ya. And I'm thinking of all the things we could do, me and you, under the big blue moon. Thank you. This is fun. This is the first time I've ever just played the record through. I've never done it before. It's incredibly interesting. They usually just mix them up through the set, but I don't know. I kind of want to do it. I thought it was the right venue for it, and so hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, it's a fun thing to do. Yeah, this is a song about my little Poochie. Remember those days out in the woods where no one ever bothers you? Come here, little Poochie. Gonna take off that leash. Take off that collar, too. Went wild through the brambles and the trees and roll and jump in the stream. We'd quit all afternoon, just walking, doing as we please. Running wild, panting smile, you and me on the leather stocking trail in those green days. Man, you'd fly across those wooden bridges, carrying sticks and chasing squirrels. Sun so warm upon our backs, no one but you and me in the world Go ahead, Pooh Nanny, just roll and get all stinky. You gotta be stealthy, so I don't mind. We'd go all the way to Saxon Woods, get back to make dinner on time. Running wild, panting smile, you and me on the leather stocking trail in those green days. The days in late summer when the weather got cool, we'd hike all the way to Sheldrake Dam, you know. Cut toward acres on the outside path, and that's a long way for those little legs to go. Now those little legs, they don't work so well, and you sleep the whole day long. I'll hold you heavy on my lap and rub your neck as you yawn. Running wild, panting smile, you and me on the leather stocking trail in those green days. You and me on the leather stocking trail in those green days. Thank you. All right, this one's going to be a bit of an experiment. It's on the record, but I don't usually play it. Not that I can't. I mean, I did write it. I actually co-write this song with a man named John Rankin. And, hey, Brittany's here. We're going to start again. I know you. All right. Starting all over, everybody.
Hey, let's do it.
Where was I saying? Oh, so I co-wrote this song with John Rankin. John Rankin's one of the jazz masters of New Orleans. He's played Jazz Fest like 30 years in a row. And Paul Sanchez is one of the people who founded Cowboy Mouth, and the three of us kind of wrote it together. But it's a duet, so I don't play it much. So here goes. But it is a song. It's an interesting song because it's about this old guitar I had. And, well, I'll just tell you the story since it's us. And it was maybe a month or two before we got married, and I had my first real job. Since people here know me from my last life, it was going to be my first bonus check I got, right, from first thing. And I spent the whole thing on this guitar, just to establish some certain boundaries entering the marital union. Had to be established. I still have this guitar. I love it. But lately, I have started to notice that we are sharing some similar qualities and attributes. Kind of like a guy and his old dog start looking the same. Old like me, you're vintage and beat, cracked from the cold, split from the heat. You got a creaky saddle, rusty strings, every part they fix breaks another two things. We got secrets that they'll never know. You know what I'm gonna play. We finish all of each other's tales. We got plenty left to say. I play the same old sets on worn out frets. My headstock's bent, but it ain't broke yet. You got a yellow tone, it's starting to fade. Round in the middle, half homemade. We got secrets that they'll never know. I'm gonna love you till the end. We gonna walk right on through heaven's gate. I have my arm around your neck, my friend. You know my licks and you know my key. You sound so sweet with your buzzing G and your booming E. You got a sweaty neck, spongy wood, got a plastic nut, still works pretty good. Dinged up face, loosen the joints, goes on and on, never gets to the point. All right. Well, that was fun. Thanks. So that's the record. That's the entirety of the record, Bayou St. John. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Yeah, my first record is Born Liar. Born Liar came out like a year and a half ago, January a year ago. And that's an all-country record. I made that record in Nashville, and it is everything you could do on a Nashville record. We were in the studio maybe 30 days. I had a top backing band that we put together of kind of younger players, and then we added on top of that, Ron Block of Union Station plays on it, arguably one of the best banjo players in the country. And Kenny Vaughn plays on it, Kenny Vaughn of Marty Stewart, and everyone, Lucinda Williams, and who else plays on it? Anders Osborne, if you know Anders Osborne. We play a song together on that, or sang one together. So that record was a learning experience and an absolute blast. And this one, this is a very different record, so it's fun. But all these records, if you want to listen to them, they're available everywhere where you can get them. So if you want to go check them out, thank you. Well, I'll sing one for Jimmy, huh? Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call. Wanted to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all. You've seen it all. I watched the man who rowed you change from sails to steam. In your belly holds the treasures you have ever seen. Most of them dreams. Most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. Cannon don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate, arriving too late, arriving too late. Now I've done a bit of smuggling, and I run my share of grass. I made enough money to buy Miami, but I pissed it away so fast. Wasn't meant to last. Never meant to last. I go for younger women, live with a few a while. I run them away, they come back one day, still can manage to smile, just takes a while, and just takes a while. Mother, Mother Ocean, after all these years I've found my occupational hazard being, my occupation's just not around. Feel like I've drowned, won't break down. Feel like I'm drowned, gonna drink uptown. Yeah. Man, Jimmy Buffett, huh? Give it up. Is anyone else doing the deep dives on Jimmy when he passed? I mean, hours. I found this one treasure of a video. It was him and Jerry Jeff Walker talking about the bartender that song was written about. And if you just go YouTube, Jerry Jeff Walker, Jimmy Buffett privately, it'll come right up, you know, and they tell the whole tale. It's a really good one. I spent a lot of time in my life in monasteries and traveling around and studying the Dharma years, and did an epic trip one time through Vietnam following the Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. It was very important to me. And I met this woman, Sherry Maples, and Sherry and I became very close, and she was a teacher. She brought Thich Nhat Hanh to Madison, Wisconsin, where she was the assistant police chief in charge of the whole thing to teach mindfulness to the police force. And this is a long time ago, right? This was 2002, like before anyone even knew the word. And then when we got back, she lived in Madison, I was in New York, we started a center called the Center for Mindfulness and Justice together, and I helped her get that launched, and everything was going great until she got hit by a car and was killed. And it was a tragic, tragic end, and so this is a song I wrote. It's kind of a story of, you know, for me and Sherry, maybe, you know, after I got to New Orleans a little bit. Hey Sherry, it's me, on the Delta, past the sea. I'm barely holding on. See, things got strange, broke down and disarranged. The certain times are gone. Somewhere along the way, the world went from white and black to gray. Don't know for sure what to believe in. No, I'm just holding on. I'm clinging to the wind. Got no ethos, beads, bells, or holy cross. They're scattered on the street. And I miss you, my old friend. I'm way out past the cliff's end. Just got air beneath my feet. Somewhere along the way, the world went from white and black to gray. Don't Oh, I'm just holding on. I'm clinging to the wind. There is no tether, and fate is a feather that's floating forever away. Sherry's here and gone, and I'm left to wander on. Sand cuts hard against the stone. I will never know why the come and go, or how to breathe while I'm blowing. 'Cause somewhere back when I can't say, the ground beneath me gave way. Now I can't say for sure what I believe in. No, I'm just holding on. I'm clinging to the wind. Oh, I'm just holding on. I'm clinging to the wind. Oh, I'm holding on. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, this is the single from the Born Liar record, which was a hell of a lot of fun because I didn't know much, but we ended up getting on to number 95 in the AMA chart with this, and it was on the alt country chart, got to number 14, and the record spent 2 months at number 4 on the Relics Jam Bands chart, which was a blast. He listens to the radio, so what is it? I do too. Especially in New Orleans, man. We got WWOZ down there. It's awesome. You can stream it online too, WWOZ. I ride a charcoal stud on an open road. It goes on and on into a sky of gold. I draw a shallow breath and I ride on faith. All alone I press on into an unknown fate. Sky's on fire and the trail dust burns. Pride, desire, and the lessons learned. And I pray for redemption right up ahead. Lord, wash this dust from me. I fear it won't be long before we find we dead in a field in Tennessee. Will the embers fade? Will the glow die in some barren place by the trail's side? Oh, the reins hang loose as the story is told, and the rider fades into a sky of gold. Souls on fire and the trail dust burns. Pride, desire, and the lessons learned. And I pray for redemption right up ahead. Lord, wash this dust from me. I fear it won't be long before they find me dead in a field in Tennessee. And I pray for redemption right up ahead. Lord, wash this dust from me. I fear it won't be long before they find me dead in a field in Tennessee. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so now, because the Red Light Cafe, I've played here once before, and I absolutely love playing here. And I'm coming back again January 28th, so maybe we can get the word out a little bit more for January 28th and get a few more folks here. I'm really happy I get to come back. I'm doing a Florida tour, and that will be right at the end of the Florida tour. I'll be good and warmed up, playing all those tiki bars. But something I can do in here, I don't always feel comfortable doing. I write a lot of quirky songs. I'm thinking of titling my next record Quirky, like the top of a typewriter, like K-W-E-R-K-Y, Quirky. So I'm going to play some quirky songs. I'm going to play 3 or 4 quirky ones. Okay, this song is called Life on Venus. It's important to know going in that all of it is true. You're going to think maybe it's not true. Every word of it's true. A lot of it can be Googled. Some you got to take on faith. Well, they say they discovered microbes on Venus. Just like Carl Sagan said when I was a little one. But I always knew there was life on that gassy bubble. I knew it 'cause that's where I came here from. I came here from where archangels and ascended masters, they float around and they keep a watchful eye on Earth. But really I came here because I was out too late and I lost the layup bet. And once again I had no money in my purse. Now all the scientists are out looking for what their eyes can prove. And they never think to look where the spirit world reveals. 'Cause there are infinite life forms, and they're floating all around us all the time. Sometimes you just gotta close your eyes and see things with your feels. Oh, life on Venus. floating in the gas. How I do miss life on Venus, and one day may I float back. Now, George Washington, he built the Integratron machine, and then the contactees came. They were out in the Joshua Tree Desert, and Howard Hughes put up the dough. And they all sat there meditating in a hole they dug under a sacred rock. And then thousands of people came to get healed and to glow. Yeah, but like so many things in this world, over time, it didn't really work out so well. And George Washington Van Tassel, well, he was branded as just another crackpot. So those Vesuvians, they set me up, and they sent me here to see if I could do any good, but ever since I've been back, I just feel powerless, and I don't know what it is I got. Now you may be low, 'cause you can tell it's the end of days here on Earth, where we run leaf blowers in a tropical storm. And if I had the energy, I'd tell you, hey man, don't get down and don't fall into despair, because like it or not, and if you're like me not, you're already being born in another form. Oh, life on Venus, floating in the gas. How I do miss life on Venus, and one day may I float back. Thank you. All right, this is a little quirky. Some might say the most honest song I've ever written about myself. But I don't know. I think they're all pretty honest. Whew. Okay. All right, here we go. I've been the king of town and a lazy slob. I've been with some sweet peaches and some corns on the cob. The more I try is the more I suck. If I want it done right, well, I just can't give a fuck. I've been ignored and I've been shown the keys to the kingdom and a chicken bone. But every time I'm thinking that I finally figured it, that's the time I know that I'm really full of shit. I'm stuck in karma, so there ain't nowhere to go. I just said goodbye and it's time to say hello. I'm a man of peace and a dog that bites. I'm less a preacher man than an echo light. The best things I learned, well, I can't say. Truth is always just another breath away. And all I got to offer is the same shit deal. You don't care what I do, just how I make you feel. Oh, whoopee, darling, I'm a howling at the moon. Don't get stressed, it'll all be over soon. I quench my thirst on another Mickey Finn. Stuck in karma and I'm coming round again. change what we get, which is never what we pick, is impossible, like cutting off the end of a stick. So if you don't like night, then just see day. If you don't like what you're hearing, get something else to say, 'cause the tastiest muffin is the one that they forbade. The most trusted friend is the one who's been betrayed. Whoopee, darling, I'm a-running in the buff, transforming what's perfect to be only good enough. I'm stuck in karma till the day I never die. I just said hello and it's time to say goodbye. Thank you. I am stuck in karma. All right. This one I've never played this one before, but I'm gonna play it. This is the last of the quirky set. One of my Dharma songs. I write a lot of Dharma songs. I actually have a song. If you look on my Spotify, it's up there. It's my most played song. It's called Great Big Smile. I wrote it actually when I still had, right when I was coming into the Dharma, so a long time ago, and it got on some recording that the monks and nuns put on. It went all over the world. It's been translated into, I've heard it in every language imaginable. Apparently it translated to Vietnamese really well, and so that's Great Big Smile. I'm not going to play it tonight, but if you want to Google it, it's up there. But this is in the vein of all those kinds of songs that I write, which is kind of cool because they get into the lexicon of the global Sangha, and people play them all over, and that's been a real gift. Goodbye, hello and goodbye. The creek overflows and runs itself dry, and then it reappears as rain from the sky. All I know is hello and goodbye. Come and go, come and go. The sun disappears when the clouds begin to blow, but it takes the clouds and sun to make a rainbow. All I know is come and go. Death and birth, death and birth. All that is born goes right back in the earth, and if you try to keep it, then you'll find out what it's worth. All I know is death and birth. After and before, after and before. I'm either in the past or lost in what's in store. Will I ever see the ocean for the waves upon the shore? All I know is after and before. Hello and goodbye, hello and goodbye. The creek overflows and runs itself dry, and then it reappears as rain from the sky. All I know is hello and goodbye. Thank you. All right, couple left, huh? I'm gonna play. This is the title track from Born Liar. It's a little dark, but. born liar. Have been all my days. Have been all my days. And I don't bow to no man, except in those I choose. Except in those I choose. I denied my family to have my solitude, to have my solitude. And Mr. Any good thing I ever had to say was torn up and twisted, abused along the way. How could I forgive? I would not know how. I'd kill that preacher if he weren't already dead. If he weren't already dead. And I told my ma she'd see that preacher in hell, burning in the double binds that served them so well. My mama wore that preacher's clothes, so that's the side she chose. And woe will come to any man who walks an honest way, who walks an honest way. Thank you. All right, you got a couple more left. Let's do, what do you say, Lighten It Up. We'll play a John Prine song, one of my favorites. It's sticky up here tonight. Well, I wish you luck, wish you happiness. Guess I wish you all the best. I wish you don't do like I do and never fall in love with someone like you. 'Cause if you fell, the way I did, you'd probably run around the block like a little kid. But kids don't know, they can only guess what it means to wish you happiness. Now some say love is like a Christmas card. Decorate a tree, throw it in the yard. It decays and dies, and the snowmen melt. A once knew love, knew how love felt. Yeah, I knew love, love knew me. And when I walked, love walked with me. And I got no hate, and I got no pride. I got so much love that I cannot hide. Say you drive a Chevy, say you drive a Ford, say you drive around town till you just get bored, and you change your mind, something else to do, and your heart gets bored with your mind that changes you. It's a doggone shame, it's an awful mess. Guess I wish you all the best. I guess I wish you all the best. I'm just going to play this one. I didn't plan that, but I like it. I think we need to hear this song. It's an old Tim Pan Alley song from the 1940s. Enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. And the years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. Well, you work and work for years and years. You're always on the go. You never take a minute off. You're too busy making dough. Next year you say you'll see the world when you're a millionaire. How you gonna see the world from some old rocking chair? Enjoy yourself, 'cause it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. And the years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Well, you're gonna take that ocean trip, no matter come what may. You made your reservations, but you just can't get away. Next year you say you'll see the world, you really get around. Well, how you gonna see the world when you're 6 feet underground? Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. And the years go by as quickly as a wink. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Well, you worry when the weather's cold, you worry when it's hot. You worry when you're doing well, and you worry when you're not. It's a worry all the time. You don't know how to laugh. Well, they'll think up something funny when they write your epitaph. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself while you're still in the pink. And the years go by as quickly as a wink. enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Oh, enjoy yourself, it's later than you think. Well, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. There's a lot of work goes into it. You do a lot of things, and it's just for these moments that you get right here. And I know how hard it is to get out and get over and fight the traffic and all that. So I just can't thank you enough for coming. It's just a joy to play a few songs. Some of you know me. I've made a lot of records, and I've recorded a lot, and always been songwriting. I wrote my first songs in the 7th grade. But the performing thing, I really just started to do it in earnest about 4 or 5 years ago. And so I just appreciate you coming so much. We're going to be back here on January 28th. If you want to come again, that'd be great. There's stuff over here. And thanks to everyone so much for being here. This last song I'm going to leave you with, it's going to take me a minute to... I got to go get a piece of gear to play it. But okay, so let me tell you a story about this song. My dad taught me to play when I was a little kid. He played at all the parties and everything like that. I come from a huge Catholic family, 7 kids. In 7 years, which makes no sense. I'm number 5. When I was born, my oldest sister, the first kid, was 3 years old. No twins. It works. Do the math. It takes a while. And so but my dad, who never missed a Sunday of church, when you got him alone, clean the garage on Saturday or something like that, he'd always fess up. He'd go, when you die, you're dead. It's all over. That's it. I'm like, Dad, you never miss a Sunday. How does this story make any sense to you? But so my dad and I wrote this song together, I want to say 2-3 years after he died, just because we were really getting along well then. And it worked out. And so I love him, and he helped me get here. But I got the wrong harmonica. So give me one second. And some of you know, when I was really stressed out because I had a big job, I'd call him up and, Dad, I'm so fucking stressed. Boy, you don't know nothing about stress. Stress is when your grandpa says, go shoot supper, and he only gives you 1 shell. And he meant it. Shoot my supper, boy. I'm only gonna give you 1 shell. Get out and shoot my supper, boy. I'm only gonna give you 1 shell. Oh, and if you come back empty, well, that ain't gonna go too well. Oh, Reuben James and a worried man, Abilene and a boy named Sue. Well, I'd like to get your supper, but I got some things I gotta do. Get down, change that all, boy. Don't let the bowl fall in the pan. Get down, change that all, boy. Don't let the bowl fall in the pan. Got the wrong idea if you think that I'm your hatchet man. Oh, Charlie on the MTA, Paradise in the long black veil. I got a big Lincoln Mercury in the back of the driveway for sale. When you die, you're dead. It's all over, that's it. When you die, you're dead. It's all over, that's it. I did my time, I don't need any bullshit. When you die, you're dead. It's all over, that's it. When you die, you're dead. It's all over, that's it. I did my time and I don't need any bullshit. 'Cause them C chords and G chords, and they're all I need to play. And them C chords and G chords, and that's all I need to play. Or you can tell me anything you want, I'm still gonna strum it my own way. Oh, Aunt Rhody and walk the line, king of the road, call it Mountain Dew. On 9 lined in a pew, like a train come rambling through. When you die, you're dead. It's all over, that's it. When you die, you're dead. It's all over, that's it. I did my time and I don't need any bullshit. Thank you, friends. Thanks for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.